Hi, I'm Linda MacAulay, and today I'm going to show you how to paint a blended sky using acrylic paints. I'm going to start off with white paint, and I'm using a large house painting brush with soft bristles, and I'm covering about a third of the canvas in the middle. I'm working fairly quickly here. I'm now adding Australian sky blue using the same brush, and I'm going to blend that into the white paint using a combination of vertical blending strokes and long horizontal strokes. This video has been speeded up 4 times the speed because it takes me about 20 minutes to paint this entire sky. When I've got too much paint on my brush or a little bit of white paint, I'm going to brush it out on the towel so that I'm getting a nice clean blue. Next, using a new brush, I'm going to add some cerulean blue. There's quite a strong tonal difference between the cerulean blue and the Australian sky blue, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time blending these two colours together using some of those vertical blending strokes and then the long horizontal strokes to get that really nice smooth blend. If it's a particularly dry day, you need to wet the back of the canvas before you start this, and that'll stop your paints drying out too fast. The final step for the sky is I'm going to add some cobalt blue and blend those colours together, and then I'm going to get a clean dry house painting brush, and I call this step polishing, where I quickly brush over all the colours with my clean dry brush. Now watch how these colours blend together as I do this polishing step. This polishing can only be done before your paint dries. So it can't be done when it's too wet and it can't be done when it's too dry. It's a bit tricky. Now I'm going to add in the ground colours. So I'm starting with my white paint again, and I'm overpainting the white that I put on the horizon line, being careful not to pick up any of the blue. Now I'm adding in some Australian sienna. I'm using the Matisse Flow range of paints because they have a thin viscosity. They're fairly thin paint, and I just love the Australian colours. I'm now using again a dry paintbrush to just quickly polish those colours and blend them together before they dry. Next, I'm going to add in some cadmium orange deep to the bottom of my Australian raw sienna. The paints that I'm using in these little pots have already been thinned down with a mixture of drying retarder, flow medium and acrylic painting mediums, so that they go onto the canvas and flow and smooth out a little bit easier and they don't dry out too fast. You can find the recipe for this mix on my website in the artist blog section under painting skies and acrylics. I actually will, once this is finished, let it dry overnight and then put another 2 coats of paint over it. And once that's done, I'll get a perfectly smooth blend. But for the purpose of this video, I'm only showing you 1 coat. I'm adding in now some cadmium red and blending that into the orange. A little bit more cadmium orange there. Notice when I get too much paint on my brush, I'll wipe that off on my towel, or I'll get a clean brush so that I'm not adding that deeper colour into my nice white. The final stage is I'm adding some deep rose madder, again another one of my favourite colours. And then I'm going to pick up another clean dry brush and just polish those ground colours together to blend them totally. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please visit my website. Thanks for watching.